What is up, everybody? So one of the quickest ways that you can improve your PSAT, SAT, and ACT score a lot is by improving your grammar. So this is our series on commas. Let's get into it. This is a really interesting question. Here we're dealing with comma usage, but the question becomes difficult because the meaning is obscured because of a lack of commas. So let's take a look at it. Here it says, although historians often attribute the start of the French Revolution to men, women who protested increasing bread prices were the real drivers of change in 18th century France. Alright, so this is really weird sounding. Let me point out what they're actually trying to say here, and let's read it back with the intended meaning. Here it's actually trying to say, although historians often attribute the start of the French Revolution to men, so although they attribute it to men, what are they saying here? Women who protested increasing bread prices were the real drivers of change. So what we need to say, and listen to the pausing that I'm doing there, okay? The way that it should read is, although historians often attribute the start of the French Revolution to men, women who protested increasing bread prices, and notice, where would the pauses be? Before women and after women. And that would also indicate that change, that shift here, that what's happening is it's attributed to men, but actually it's the women who were responsible. So let's take a look and see if any of the answer choices put the commas just around women. So let's take a look at this. We know it's not answer choice A. Answer choice B, here's what we would have here. Although historians often attribute the start of the revolution to men, women who protested increasing bread prices were the real drivers of change in 18th century France. Now here's the thing about that. When you put the commas around that entire phrase, what you're really saying there, and take a look at it, is you're saying men were the real drivers of change, and that's not the goal here. It actually changes the meaning even more. So this is not going to work. Answer choice C. Although historians often attribute the start of the French Revolution to men, women who protested increasing bread prices were the real drivers of change in 18th century France. Well, if you notice there, with those commas where they're placed, first of all, the pauses are very awkward. Second, it doesn't make any sense. Let's take a look at it. If we put the commas around women who, and then again after prices, it's excessive. It totally doesn't make sense and it's unnecessary. Let's take a look at answer choice D. Although historians often attribute the start of the French Revolution to men, women who protested increasing bread prices were the real drivers of change in 18th century France. This is exactly what we were looking for. This is definitely a tougher one, right? And what's the comma usage doing here? One, it's creating the appropriate pause. It's also allowing us to convey the intended meaning. It's also setting off important information that's not necessary for the structure of the sentence. All right, guys, I'm super excited. Thank you for joining me. We are now releasing videos every Tuesday and Thursday at 10 a.m. So make sure to hit that subscribe button. Make sure to turn on the bell for the notifications so that you know that we're loading them. And it's a perfect way to start your day and have some breakfast in the summer. Peace.